I used to be skinny and it sucked. I felt weak, insecure, and I got no bitches. So I started going to the gym because I wanted to change that. But after 2 years, I was still pretty skinny. I had enough of struggling, so I decided to change everything. I fixed my diet and training, and I started gaining muscle so much faster. So now 1.5 years later, I'm jacked as fuck. And I will go over the 3 key changes I made in this video so you can also get jacked as fuck. The first thing I changed was my diet. So I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was on a free coaching call with one of the viewers on this YouTube channel. So I was asking him some questions about his diet, but his diet seemed to be good until we came to the breakfast. And I needed to step in and say what he did wrong and how he could fix it. Because to lunch and dinner, he had pretty solid meals. He had a chicken and rice. But then for breakfast, he said he had overnight oats. And I was thinking, like, it's nothing in overnight oats that gonna make him build muscles. Like oats and milk and fucking yogurt or something like that doesn't give you muscles. I said to him, I started building a lot of muscles when I started having 4 eggs to my breakfast and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. And I told him that is what I recommend to everyone, every guy more on the skinny side that wanna bulk up, get jacked. And he said, I'll try that. 9 days after the call, I get a message from him and I'm shocked because he started having the eggs and he had gained 2 kilograms. And I'm thinking, like, that's fucking insane. 2 kilograms in just 9 days after making this change, starting with eggs. And in that moment, I realized how important what you eat is. And another example is my client, Manny. I made a diet plan for him and he started following it. And in 26 days, he had gained 17 pounds. That's like 8 kilograms. And more than half of it was muscles. In just 26 days, because he changed up what he was eating. And diet has had the same effects for me. When I fixed my diet in late 2023, when I stopped eating junk food, I stopped having high sugar foods, fast food, seed oils, started being much more strict with my diet, what I was eating. So having more eggs, 4 eggs to my breakfast, that's a fucking cheat code. Having meat to my lunch and dinner, started having healthy fats to bulk up, like peanut butter, nuts, butter. That is when my progress skyrocketed. That is when I started building so much more muscles, because all those things made me feel much more energetic. So being consistent with the gym became easier. Like I started working out much more. The month I stopped junk food, I worked out 26 times, averaging like 6 times per week. From just going to the gym like 2-3 times per week to 6 times per week because I stopped junk food. Then I started having eggs to my breakfast. I started gaining more muscles because I went to the gym and now I felt stronger. So I started pushing harder in the gym. Then after the gym, I got good protein. I got good nutrition for my muscles to recover and to grow. Started having more meat to my lunch and dinner, like chicken, grounded beef. That was mainly what I ate, and it gave me a lot of protein and also made me feel stronger. I fixed my diet by quitting junk food, no fast food, no sugar, no seed oils, nothing of that bullshit, because that just made me feel so weak when I ate it, so tired. So when I skipped it, I got so much more energy to be consistent with the gym. That is why diet is so important, because it's not only get protein in, get the calories, it's how you feel. Like what I eat impact me how I feel. When I eat bullshit, I feel like shit. Like when I eat junk food, like McDonald's, donuts, candy, I won't feel good. So that was me before. I ate that shit and I skipped a lot of workouts. I didn't push hard in the gym. I couldn't recover. But then I stopped eating junk food and I went to the gym so much more. It's a fucking cheat code. And I did it by slowly having it less and less and less. There are 4 eggs to my breakfast, also very powerful. More meat to my lunch and dinner. Having also 1 tablespoon of peanut butter to my breakfast and some almonds throughout the day. That helped me to get in like more like calories in a healthy way. And by the way, if you're an entrepreneur and you want more help with your diet, you can get a free coaching call with me and also a diet plan in my free community. Top link in the description if you want. But if you're not an entrepreneur, then you can just continue watching this video. The second thing made me have much more energy to work out and push harder. So I was on another free coaching call with a member in my community a couple of weeks ago. And he said to me, I'm not making progress in the gym. I started thinking, oh, that is something I need to help him with. Why is that? And I couldn't really figure out in the beginning because he seemed to work out consistently. It seemed like he should make progress. Why is he not making progress? But then he told me a thing at the end of the call that make me realize that is why he's not making progress. Because I say going to failure and pushing hard when you work out is a really important thing. And he said, I'm not pushing hard, I'm not going to failure. And I said, oh, yeah, that's it. That is why he's not making a lot of progress. But then I said, why? Why are you not pushing hard? So he replied, I'm just too tired when I work out. That made me realize that the importance of having good energy to work out and push hard. Because when I started going to the gym for the first 2 years, I was the same way. I didn't have a lot of energy. Not only did I skip a lot of workouts, but if I went to the gym, I didn't push hard. I used to walk around in there, did a weak set, gave up after a couple of reps, was on my phone and had like a 1-2 hour workout that should only take 50 minutes or something. But I was just too tired. And I fixed it by increasing my testosterone. That was one of the biggest things. And fixing my diet helped me increase my testosterone. Like no sugar, no junk food helped me increase my testosterone. Because I learned that testosterone is the thing that makes us men more manly. Feel stronger, have that like masculine aggression, have a lot of energy, and also just like build more muscles. I learned it was a very powerful thing back in 2023. After that, I started obsessing over how can I increase it. And quitting sugar was one of the biggest things. But then also fixing my sleep, sleeping at least 8 hours, getting enough vitamin D, eating at least 4 eggs. I would say it once again because it's so important. It's so powerful to have at least 4 eggs per day. It's a fucking cheat code. And then having also more butter, like real butter, real hard butter, not any just spreadable butter with seed oils. Like real hard butter, but also avoiding milk, avoiding alcohol. I learned that those things increase testosterone. I started doing all those things and it worked. I felt so much stronger after that. I started having the energy, so I went around like this and I could just go down and start dropping push-ups because I felt so much stronger. I went to the gym, I started pushing much harder, and I do it until this day because I have high testosterone. I'm in the gym, I'm pushing hard, I'm going to failure, I'm doing the thing that is required to build muscles. I see too many work out like fucking pussies. They do a weak set, and I know it's because they have low testosterone. They work out like fucking bitches. That's why they're not making muscles, because they're not forcing their muscles to grow. That is what I'm doing. I'm going to failure at almost every single set in the gym, especially when I train my upper body. I go to failure on every single set. When I'm training my legs and like abs, it's a bit different. But for my upper body, let's say chest, biceps, triceps, back, shoulders, I go to failure every single set. And I can't do it because I have high testosterone. I have the masculine aggression to think like, fuck these weights, I'm gonna be a beast. I go into the gym with a mentality to like, I'm gonna fuck up this gym. I'm gonna be a fucking beast. I look at the weights and think, I'm gonna beat shit out of those weights. Because it's that energy that is needed. Think of the bodybuilders, Arnold. He wasn't working out like a pussy. He like screamed and was a fucking animal in the gym. And that's what's helped me to build muscles, being a fucking animal in the gym by increasing my testosterone, just spamming eggs, like at least 4 eggs per day. Now I have 8 eggs, even more powerful. I have more butter. Butter when I cook my eggs, when I eat, you just can eat it like this, get enough vitamin D. I never have sugar, no fast food, sleeping at least 8 hours. All those things make me be a fucking beast. So that's the second thing, increasing testosterone. It's so overpowered. The last thing I did is the most important thing for gaining muscles. Once again, I was on a free coaching call with one of the members in my free community. I'm an entrepreneur that wanted to build muscles. So at the end of their call, he asked me a thing that got me thinking. Because he asked me, what is your best fitness wisdom? So I think that's a good question. That's a good question. I think for a second, but then instantly I know what I'm gonna say. I tell him this thing that is the key for success in anything. Like it has been in my business, it has been in building muscles, in like everything I've been doing, even growing like this YouTube channel, I tell him consistency, and I tell him that, and I start thinking more of how important it is, because I started building a lot of muscles when I became consistent. 1.5 years ago, I started going to the gym at least 3 times per week, and for most of this time, I've been going over like 4 or 5 per week. Now for the last 5 months, I've been going to the gym every day. Never skipped a work. Never went to the gym less than 3 times. Probably in the last 1 year, I've been going at least like 4 times per week, 4 or 5 times per week. And it's just that consistency which has made me build so much more muscles. Putting in the work week after week after week, and not just for a month, for over a fucking year. But it is the most important thing, being consistent. But still, not many people are it, because it's very hard. It's very hard to go to the gym at least 3 times per week. It was it for me too when I started working out. I didn't feel like going to the gym, so I skipped a lot of workouts. But then, when I fixed my diet and my testosterone, I started feeling like going to the gym more, because I had the energy. I felt good. I had the testosterone. Boom, boom, boom. I wanted to go to the gym, but there were still days I didn't want to do it. That is when I used my discipline. Because 1.5 years ago, when I started being consistent with the gym, I started with cold showers. So every single morning, I started taking a cold shower. Go into the shower, turn it to the coldest, and stand there for 5 minutes. It was fucking painful. It's hurted, and I do it until this day, and it's still painful. But that is exactly why I do it. Then the gym becomes much easier. I build up the discipline, the willpower, the mental toughness, so I can force myself to go to the gym and be consistent, because I'm consistent with something that is much harder. Now I take a cold shower for 1.5 minutes, and I started taking them by having used 15 seconds, then going up to 30 seconds, 45, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, so on. That helped me build up discipline, having like a morning routine with very hard things to do. And before that, I used to do push-ups. So I used to do like 50 push-ups every single morning. That also helped me build up a lot of discipline. So I would suggest start with like 20 push-ups every single morning. Then you can add in a cold shower when you feel ready. Use like 15 seconds, then go up to 30 seconds. It's gonna be hard as fuck. I know for a fact 99% of what this video will say, no, I'm not gonna do it, it's too hard. But that 1% who do it, like, you're gonna be jacked. Like, I promise you, if you take cold shower every day for a year and you don't like to do it, you are like me, you hate doing it, but you do it anyways, then you will start going to the gym much more. 5 times per week, 6 times per week. You will probably be able to go to the gym every single day, like I'm doing. And it will make you fucking jacked going to the gym consistent, like 5, 6 times per week. But at least 3 times. At least like 3-4 times will give you gains. But then also a thing that helped me be consistent was having a workout plan. So I have written down in my notes, Monday to Sunday, which days I'm gonna work out, with what workouts, and with what exercises. Everything clear, and that helped me just be consistent, and in a lot of ways. First of all, it held me accountable. I know Monday I'm gonna train chest. On a Monday, I can't just don't work out. I know it's chest day today. I have that in my mind. I know it's chest day. I can't just go with a day and not work out. I feel like a bitch, because I know I have decided to work out. It also helped me because I know what workout to do. And I have this like schedule, so I can't like mess it up. And that make me go to the gym on those days. But then another thing I do, every single night I plan my days. Write down the next day, like, when I'm gonna wake up, when I'm gonna go to bed, and what I'm gonna do for how long, like, everything between. For example, last night I've written down, wake up at 5:30, morning routine 30 minutes, script one video from 6 a.m. to 7:20, then make a coffee 10 minutes, practice telling out the intro of the video, then record the video. That's the thing I'm doing right now. And then I've written down like my whole day. I do it every single night, and it's because like productivity, get work done, and not just wake up and be, oh, what should I do now? Let me scroll on fucking TikTok. 99% of the world is doing, and I used to do it before. But that's what I'm doing, and I write down what time I'm gonna go to gym and when I'm gonna come back from the gym. Also, I write down my breakfast, when I'm gonna have it, my lunch, my dinner, my afternoon snack. So that helped me get in all the meals and also get in the workout, because I made time throughout my day when I'm gonna go to the gym. And the thing is with that, I decide the day before that I'm gonna go to gym. So my emotions are not attached. Like me before, I used to wake up and think, maybe I'll go to the gym today if I feel like doing it. Nah, I'm a bit tired. Then I skipped it. I was really inconsistent because of that. But now, the day before, no emotions attached. I say, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna do it. And it's not dependent on how I feel, because at that moment I don't feel anything. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow, but I decide I'm gonna go to the gym. Then if I feel tired or if I feel energetic, it doesn't matter. I decided I'm gonna go to the gym, so I will go to the gym. And if I don't follow that, I will feel like a bitch. Sometimes you just need to say to yourself, like, I'm a bitch if I don't do that. And yeah, I'm used to trying to be like a man of my word. If I decide like I'm gonna put in some work, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm not gonna skip it like a bitch. But those things helped me be much more consistent. These 3 changes I made: fix my diet, increase my testosterone, and start being consistent by discipline, workout plan my days, made me jacked as fuck, gain muscles, gain so much more muscles. I haven't like plateaued or struggled to gain muscles in 1.5 years now. I just get bigger and bigger. And if you thought this video was helpful and you're an entrepreneur, more on the skinny side, and you want to get jacked, get bigger, you can get a free 1v1 coaching call with me, my free community, top link in the description. If you're an entrepreneur, I'll see you in there on my coaching call, and I will help you out personally so you can get jacked for the summer while running a business. But if you're not an entrepreneur, then please don't join it. You can get help from this video here, and yeah, get jacked, but